Okay, good morning, guys. I'm going to go ahead and stream this morning. I know everyone's going insane about Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not going to buy it unless it's starkly discounted. They were entrusted to make a third of a particular series, which means creating the appropriate atmosphere, the same battle tactics, the same ability to navigate, in the game. And I already bought Baldur's Gate 3 and I got my money back for it. I had to dig around in the options to find how to do the screen scrolling, which is an integral part of Baldur's Gate series. The battle is like the crap that they make, the Dark Alliance or whatever the world it is that they create. They basically took their own games series and made one and called it Baldur's Gate 3. Set it in the Spelljammer world. So I'm going to stick with Baldur's Gate 2. We're going to play our good party this morning. I say good morning to everyone. I hope you're doing wonderfully. I'm supposed to still be on vacation. Unfortunately, in Germany, we have conditions raining that mean that we might have 3 different kinds of mushrooms growing in our backyard again. My partner's not feeling well. It's rainy and nasty, so I thought I would go ahead and stream this morning. Oh, that thing finally turned on. Wunderbar, darling. Einfach fabelhaft. So, I need to put these all on one screen because this is an old game and the mouse doesn't tether. This is something that people have a lot of problems understanding. In the old games, we only had one screen, and so they didn't have to force the mouse to tether to the game. It was automatically on the same screen. And nowadays we have multiple screens, and this is just simply no longer a thing. In the enhanced edition, if that's your bag, they have, I think, made that possible, if memory serves. I just didn't care for the enhanced edition very much. It felt more like a modded version of the original Baldur's Gate. And they didn't get the time clocks, in grip. So here we were with our good party. I wanted to show you the stark difference between playing a good party and playing an evil party. So we will stream our evil party probably this afternoon as we're normally scheduled. The thing about these role-playing games is you create a character, you stick to the character. Okay? If you're playing an evil character, you don't do good things just to get the experience points. Okay? Playing a good character is, for most people, much easier, I've found. Greetings to you. Did you have aught to do with the spectacle that I just witnessed? No doubt more roaring peasants in that guild business. Okay, in this one we want Emmeline back because we're playing a good party. I'm a friend of the woman that was taken by the wizard. Do you know who took them and where they went? Okay, take care, Belinda of the Dale. I've heard of these cowled wizards, spellcasters of the highest order. The only magic users allowed here in Alm. This is, by the way, set in the Forgotten Realms, for those of you who don't have a lot of Dungeons and Dragons experience. I started in basic D&D with the Greyhawk, the World of Greyhawk, back in 1977. And then the next one that I heard of was the Forgotten Realms. And of course you have Kryn is also a world. I have the Spelljammer world here. Ravenloft is a whole nother world. There were a lot of different worlds that you could actually play in. So, by the way, I read a review today, and I also marked it as not helpful. Some young person who was like, I didn't get around to playing these games like when I was young, but these games haven't aged well, and you're just like, that's not helpful. you don't know. He had never played any of the games from the time because he wasn't a Clint in the Milkman's Eye, and he's saying these games haven't aged well. The games are what they are. They don't have to age well. Given the technology changes and stuff, that's a ridiculous thing to write. Undue practice of magic is forbidden here, naturally. Where the wizards would take your friend, however, I do not know. Okay. You mentioned guilds. Why would you associate that with the violence here? I'm not as distanced from the workings of the city as some nobles might be. I have heard the mutterings of our stable boy and his kin. Thieves rule the nights and war against those who would take it from them. It would not be unusual for it to spill unto the day. Okay. Can you tell me where I am? Ah, I thought you must be outlanders from your accent and garb. Welcome to Akatla, the city of coin. I'm finally getting that to roll off my tongue. I usually, when I play, I just read through it and I just go blah, blah, blah. What is it? I think a different word in my head when I'm just reading over it. So I don't worry about it. Atkatla, the capital of Okay, I think that we don't need any more information from her. We could beat the dead horse with a stick all day. So the circus is one of my favorite things. Playing a good party gives us a great many more characters that are available to us, by the way. I guess we'll take the elf here this time rather than killing her. Hold, this tent has been closed off for your own safety, citizen. The circus has been closed until this matter is resolved. Why? What has occurred here? We are not exactly sure. There was no problem until a show was scheduled earlier in the morning. Apparently the show began well enough and then something occurred. Nobody has come out of the tent who went in for the show, and everyone we have sent in to investigate has not come out either. Foul magic is no doubt involved here. We are waiting for the cowled wizards to arrive. They will be able to solve this, I'm sure. No one has gotten out at all? Well, we have been told that one of the animal trainers darted out after the show began, but we have not been able to find him as of yet. I can handle myself. Perhaps I can solve this problem for you. Very well, then. I'll not stop you if you wish to risk yourself, citizen. You were warned. It is not a risk, not as long as we have swords and braveness to the brim of the tall glass of goodness. Right, Boo? Squeak, squeak. So, we should be careful, Belinda of the Dale. There is no telling what is going on within, comma, if the city guard can't handle it. Be prepared for anything, is what I always say. Look at that thing. I don't have a fear of snakes, but I don't like any creatures that move faster than my eye can track them either, if they're deadly or potentially deadly. So let me turn that up a little bit. Okay, what's the problem? The problem, I was in the circus tent and I got out just in time to save my life. It was terrible. Relax and tell me what happened. I always want to pick the quit your whining, you know. Well, I could go to I go by Tatu the tiger tamer. I was going to put my show this morning, but got delayed because of special performance. I don't know who the performer was. I was so mad about being delayed, you see, and I stayed in the back of the tent and prepared my tigers. Their bodies began shifting right before my eyes. The tent was disappearing, being replaced by things I'd never seen before. I ran for the exit. I escaped just in time. I'm the only one who came out, and no one who has gone in has come back. The things I saw, horrible. Okay. By the way, flashing lights have that effect on me where I speak. That's why I can very easily do that one. Okay, what kind of things did you see when you fled, Fergus? I'm not sure. People were changing. I could see it with my eyes. Their skin was melting. The whole tent was being replaced by something else, like we were being moved somewhere. I don't know. Okay, do you know anything about this special performance? No, someone came who the boss knew and wanted to do something special. I don't know who or what it was or why it happened. Okay. I think I may take a closer look. I wouldn't go in that tent if I were you. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so frightened. Now buck up, boy. Grab your tiger. You have the best weapon in the world. Look at this. There's an airship here. You know, when I first started playing this, flying machine of gnomish design, it looks a bit unstable. This probably, inspired this stuff in Icewind Dale. But when I first started playing this, I thought, man, look at this. There's a Da Vinci machine here, right? I thought, man, this is going to be really cool because I saw this stuff in the promenade. But you can't do anything with this stuff, so there's no storyline around them. They could have done a little bit more with the promenade, I think. Personal opinion. So let's go inside then. I don't know about y'all, but when it's rainy and gray, I feel lazy. I see a wayfarer has come to amuse Kala. You must answer a riddle naturally, ere I will allow you to pass this bridge. Are you ready to hear? I prefer to know who this Kala is before I play any of your games. Kala does not reveal himself to those who are not worthy. Are you ready to begin? Very well, I am ready. Excellent. And this is our riddle again. A princess is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. So what I usually do is you've got choices here. Just first of all, it says the princess is as old as the prince will be, means she's older than him. Okay, that's your first clue. Then you just take and add some of these together and start working your way backward. Like this is the answer right here. But if you take like 50 and you go 50, half of 50 is 25. So the princess is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. So 25, and you work from there, basically. I've done this before, and I'm too tired this morning to do it again. See, princess is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. So she is older than him. There's always 10 years difference here. So if she's 25 and he were 15, she would be 30, okay? The princess is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old. Okay, so if she's 30, then he would be 20. So I can see where that would be a potential answer, but I already know that one is. Because I worked through it years ago, back when my brain was in much better shape, before my ex-husband drove me into a complete nervous breakdown. So if you miss that one, he has other questions, by the way, that he asks you.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Who are you? He's killed everyone else who has come into this place. Almost. Oh, please run.
Okay, how can a monster such as you have such a sweet voice? I'm not a monster. I'm an elf, a winged elf, or at least I was. This covering you see is some kind of illusion, but if you believe in it, then it becomes real. Please believe me. Do not go before something. Go now. Go before something happens to you. I beg of you. Okay, I've never heard of a winged elf. What are you talking about? I come from a race of winged elves, although there aren't many of us left, from the Sundarbans Mountains in the far north. My wings were cut off a long time ago, though. But it isn't important. This place is dangerous. Go back to the city and warn everyone what is happening here. You must flee. Okay, who's behind this first? Kala. Oh, I don't know what he's done exactly or how, but everything here is an illusion, but it's magic that can hurt you if you believe in it. Then it's an illusion. Oh, you probably don't understand, do you? I don't know what he's done to the tent or to the others who have come in, but their deaths are real. You must run. No, I'm not going anywhere until I get a full explanation. Oh, I hope you don't end up like the others, but all right. My name is Ari. I work in the circus with my Uncle Quail. I don't know exactly what happened, but everything changed a few days ago. Everything became chaos and turned into what you see here. Although it all isn't real. It's an illusion. The minions, they all say they serve Kala, so I know he's behind all of this. He's an illusionist in the circus, but I don't understand how he was able to do all of this. The minions, oh, we already did that one. I thought I clicked that. So he must be stopped before he hurts any more people. Please, if you release me from my chains, I can help you stop him. Okay, how do I release you then? Oh, chains. No, we're too smart for that. You need the key to these chains, but it won't look like a key. There are a couple of commoners in the north side of this chamber. Don't be fooled by the illusions, though. They are monsters. They have a sword, which is actually my key. If you get it from them, I can remove the chains and regain my normal form. Oh, but please be careful. You can't trust anything you see here.
Live by the sword. Live a good long time.
Oh, I am a simple woman.
I remember coming in here the first time and thinking, I can talk to the monsters? What? What? Please don't hurt me. Oh, what am I to do? Well, you don't seem like any creature I've encountered before. I'm not a creature. At least, I never used to be. Not until the circus and everything changed. Okay, well then, who are you? My name is Hannah. I came to the circus with my son, although he didn't come into the tent with me. Oh, please help me. How is it that you became this creature then? I am not a creature. Oh God, here we go again. Okay, what are you talking about? What's going on? Oh, I don't know. All I know is that I came into the tent to watch the performance. A gnome came on the stage and began to perform some kind of magical act. It was quite silly. It was obvious that whatever the gnome was trying to do, it wasn't working. His magic fizzled and everyone started laughing.
Welcome to my channel.
Hi. I thought it was part of the act, so I laughed too. And then everything began changing. People started transforming into creatures and then back into themselves. The world shifted somehow, and I felt so sick and horrified. I think I passed out. When I woke up, I had been turned into this monstrosity. Oh, I don't know what to do. My son didn't come into the tent with me, and I'm frightened to think what may have happened to him. Okay, who are these peasants here? They're not people. They're vicious and dangerous. I've seen them kill people. You must stop them. Okay, you know what? Get yourself together, babe. Do be careful of those peasants. Yes, I'm terribly scared of peasants. Okay, that's what you do. You just go near them and let them attack you. Like I said, we're playing a good party this time, and you'll notice a stark difference. Not between my intolerance for some of the model and dialogue and the pathetic female personalities that they have in this game. Some of them are really, some kotzen. But in the gameplay itself, the ogre's sword.
Sword, not word. Say,
Okay,
two viewers.
okay.
Alarm clock 20 and 31S.
Oh, let's go over here first and talk to the monster again. The winged elf, who has no wings because they've been cut off.
You have the key, or rather, the sword. Please give it to me, and I can be rid of this illusionary form at last.
I love, not so fast. What will you give me for it? That's what one of my evil parties did. Oh, thank you for your trust. The sword, it's actually the key that unlocks the chain that powers my horrible illusion. Shwing.
My hands.
There she is.
It's real again. Thank you, Badlur. Quick, stop Kala before he does anything.
The artwork was quite good for the time, I feel. Hey, join us and we will search for him together in this place. Mm. And again, this time we're going to rescue our friend instead of seek out the powerful wizard. Well, we're going to do both actually, but well, we might take some power for ourselves. We'll have to decide that later, won't we? So these are the things we've picked up on the way. We don't actually have any. We got an empty bag of holding. Blech. I don't think we have any extra. We don't have enough extra bullets, let alone any magical slings. Ute, one thing I want to look at is no, she's a cleric. Oh, she's a mage cleric. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay. This usually doesn't work out too well for me. Holy Smite looks interesting. Okay, we'll keep that. Okay, so let's quick save before we advance here. And before we advance, let's also clean some blood off our face. What? So I also picked up some old games like Dragon Wars today on GOG. I like playing some of the old games. I like playing a lot of the new games too. I have to play my Vulcan again.
Welcome to my channel.
So,
Roosevelt said, "Good morning."
good morning, my love. I am up early. I need to get my body moving today, by the way. Welcome, Lord, to Kala's realm. Be thee not of impure mind, for surely Lord Kala will destroy thee. Be thee not of impure heart.
Said, "I'm gonna drive soon to the view."
Okay. Is there anything you need before you go? You have everything? Were you all able to find the Schlafsack? Be not of impure heart, or thou wilt surely destroy thyself. Kala is the one ruler, the one true being. Okay, who is exactly is this Kala, and where is this realm of his that I have come to which I have come? Kala is beyond thy ken, mortal. He is the beginning, he is the end. He is our God and our King.
Roosevelt said, "Yes, we found it. I would need some food for the trip, but I have time still."
Okay. Tremble before him, and he may take pity on thee. You just come over and see what it is that you need, if I have anything that's useful, okay? I am my own person and not this Kala's possession. Bow before the will.
Said, "Sure."
Okay. Bow before the will of thy betters, mortal. Kala's rage is awesome to behold.
Said, "What's Kala?"
Kala is the... What we found out so far as characters here is that in this circus there was a gnome who came to perform a magic trick. Or he did a magic performance, and his magic fizzled, and everyone laughed at him, and then everything started to change. So the fact that Kala is the lord of this realm, we have to assume that the gnome's ego got out of hand, and that he is actually a powerful illusionist, apparently. Or he has something that he working for him that can create these powerful illusions. So where can I find Kala? Worry not, Lord, for Kala has already found thee. Continue on thy path, and if thee should find favor in Kala's eyes, then thou shalt surely be granted an audience. Okay. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching us to war. It's our good party after all, not our evil party. So, ooh, this is a good one. We just picked up the winged elf because, as I said, this is a good party.
What is it? Death shall take you.
Big, sharp, pointy teeth. So that's because he has a regular weapon. We're not playing with any magical weapons. Okay, we just haven't found any magical weapons yet. See, there's her little familiar. Oh, he's so cute. So I knew that the wizards in the good parties suck. So I made a wizard as our main character, and we're playing single player. He's the last word. Oh, she's got some healing. Does she have healing? We haven't slept yet, so she doesn't have her full battery of spells. Can we sleep here? We can. But question.
This light makes your hair look really pretty, Jahira.
Don't be fooled. It does nothing of the sort.
Put your silly romantic notions aside, Ari. This isn't some childish fantasy nor some grand adventure. Any one of us could die out here at any moment. But we can go to the priests and they raise us from the dead again, as good as new, can't we? Sometimes they don't come back. Sometimes some people, no matter how much you love them and no matter how much you try to do, they get taken away. You're young, Ari. You'll figure it out soon enough. She's young and naive. I think that's why she gets on my nerves. She's just so weltfremd.
Make way, villainy. Hero coming through.
Oh, tea, lovelies.
Has his day.
So this time we've kept Minsk, as I've said.
Speak.
Speak. Okay, time to stop playing around.
Next time.
You're playing with my food until that moment. Where is she? Oh, she's trapped, isn't she? Okay, so let's see what spells we want to have on her quick spell. What? Hunched up. We just slept, didn't we? How come she doesn't have... Oh, okay. We didn't look at her mage spells, did we? Color spray, while a very cute spell, it's not particularly intelligent, especially if your mage is not on the front lines. Power word, sleep or stun? Sleep, okay. We can keep that. Where? What crappy choices. Of course, we know we have to be very careful with the lightning spell. Still, heal yourself.
Who says?
What?
I come. Start kicking, for goodness.
I don't know. It's really hard not to like Minsk. For me. I like Minsk and I like Edwin. Okay, we know what to do in the no effect cases. Maybe even you. Isn't Mychek a mage priestess? She is. So we don't need her. But we need to wait till we get other people in our party. Def. So...
What is it?
She prefers her chromatic orb. Ari doesn't because she doesn't have a chromatic orb.
Help I can.
I need to be get her sword. And I know the fire affects them. I just don't know. Bugger me. Maybe I have to sleep again. Doesn't look like anything is really affecting this except the fire. Oh, but it is near death. So I guess something must be having an effect. Whoa, that's all she has left.
I await your instructions.
Do you? How nice. What is this? Cool touch. Let's see if that works.
No effect. Without doubt.
Swords not work where Minsk goes. Evil stands aside.
Banana? Ah, good, good, good. She's got her ghoul touch on. This should be fun. Wow, this is a hard choice because we really don't need her anyhow. It's better than offloading her later, I guess.
Jump on my sword while
Okay. I guess we shouldn't be that cruel. We're playing a good party. We shouldn't be that cruel. Now you'd. I long for my evil party. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. There we go. That's where we were at. We need to do something. Okay, because she's just dying when she gets up close, and it's just kind of a pain in the rump roast. Okay, so, let's rethink some of these. It's kind of annoying. Let's take that off, put that on. It's kind of annoying to have so few spells. Okay, that should give us our full battery of spells, and let's go. Achim, I hear you. You're not coming out of your cage. Bull. My one rabbit is really old and very brutal. What? Sometimes that voice, I can't understand what it's saying. Just a second. Genau, Achim, genau. Achim is so aggressive, it's unbelievable. Ugh. And you can't let him out with Hamish because Hamish is very sweet. Nothing? Okay, now let's go after the werewolf. Bugger me. Her spell ran out. Yeah, the biggest thing is she actually has to hit. You must make actual contact for your spell to work. It's a ghoul touch. So we're in essence sucking his essence out of him. No, I don't feel bad about it. So. Seems like such a strange thing to say. Oh. Now, I was reading yesterday about the long-term effects of having a huge difference between your diastolic and your systolic and diastolic ratings. And I tried to talk to this about with the German doctors years ago. And they didn't seem to understand what it meant. So the problem is that it's a sign of stiffening arteries, and that can lead to diabetes. They seem to think that it goes the other way around. But the research in the United States of America indicates that first you start off with stiffening arteries, and then you end up with diabetes. So I'm trying to deal with my circulation problems. Okay, so let's make sure. Okay, the failure rate is going to happen, and we need to learn to live with that. If we want to change that, we can change the settings in the game. Then you will learn your spells every single time you try. Oh, moment mal. She just went up a level. Ooh, her mage just went up a level. Her mage abilities. Yummy. And she has no 4th level spells. Bite me. So I give her all the spells, but... Okay, I kept the summon familiar on there, but my familiar's in my backpack, so I really don't need that there anymore. Although it would be kind of nice to have an identify spell.
Yes?
Granted. Before we go and get you killed again, can you tell us what that is? Okay. This next battle is going to be kind of gruesome, but it should be very doable for veteran players. Okay, congratulations, Belinda of the Dale. Kala is most amused by your progress. You may yet live as long as you continue to provide such entertainment. Are you ready to proceed? I am ready to proceed. Oh, you do show some courage. Go then. Wow. Yes. Well, it would be easy if they weren't that stupid. Let's be honest. Okay, so we're going to end up fighting this, and this, obviously. And then this is Kala.
What is it?
To answer the question that was asked previously.
However I can.
I'll help however I can. The lightning spell is very, very unpredictable. It is to be used with caution. Let's use some of these. What? I'm not. What have you done to my Uncle Quail? Little Ari, is that you? I have no eyes. No eyes! Be careful, Belinda of the Dale. Some of these beasts are real, and some are illusions. There's no way to tell until you hit them.
Yes, it's a regular ring circus, isn't it, my Terry Tucker.
Speak.
Fighting? No effect?
Certainly.
You will fall by my hand.
Doesn't really matter because she's the only one who's capable of doing any damage. Against the shadows. None of them have magical weapons is the problem. And a lot of these creatures can only be hit by +1 weapons. Obviously, he's not one of them.
Wise book.
Well, no, never gets any respect.
To viewers, at the smiley alarm clock 4 p.m. 54
So, I have planned for this for too long. Only to have my plans shattered by some inbred northern adventurers. I had just wanted to be respected. Who's greedy here? Yeah, I hate to say it, but you do. You deserve to die, Gnome. How many have suffered so that you could keep your illusions of grandeur? I am Kala, the Grand, but an illusionist in Om is a criminal, and a gnome is a spectacle. I was a clown. I was promised a world where Kala was master, where none would dare. Indifference killed those fools in the circus. I treat them in death as they were to me in life. A gnome gets no respect. I just wanted people to look up to me. No one looks up to a gnome except a very small child. And that, all that I have done. What a pitiful little man. Everyone did laugh at him, but they didn't deserve to die. I just can't hate him, despite all he's done. Oh, yeah, well, you're young and naive. That's about all you can say about it. Okay. The gnome is dead. How he was able to perform these great feats of illusion will have to remain a mystery, it seems. Well, surely some djinn or something. Must be a powerful creature behind him. Whoa!
You're okay.
Huh, I knew Kala would trip over himself eventually. Seriously? We're not getting any credit from this old man for that? He just tripped over himself? I'm just pleased he despised me enough to play with me rather than dispose of me like some of the others. Uncle Quail, what will I ever do without you? I think you need to find out, my dear. I've taught you everything I can. It's time, Arya. Time for you to return to the rest on your to learn the rest on your own. You're the wisest and smartest and the kindest man I'll ever know. I wasn't always, my dear. You changed that, Arya. But I can't keep you here for myself forever. That just sounds so pedo somehow. Uncle Quail, I would miss you. Then you shall have to come and visit me from time to time and tell me what you've learned. Go with my blessing, girl. All right, take care of the circus while I'm away. Oh, don't worry about me. If you find happiness, maybe the pain of losing your wings will be lessened. Nothing would please me more. Be well, my Arya. Oh yeah, she's going to be mentally unstable because of the loss of her wings. Forgot about that. Ooh, some nice spells here. Yes, come get the scroll spells. That way we don't have to transfer them back and forth. We don't need any more slings. Ooh, that's some nice treasure there. My rosary is actually blocking the very top right corner of Minsk, so I can't see. No, okay, he has not got up. Okay. I have a lovely purple rosary hanging off my monitor in honor of my maternal grandmother, and I have my silver medieval cross still hanging off of there. Ever so barely blocks that top corner. So. You need detect illusions. You are, oh, excellent. Now she can raise someone from the dead. Wunderbar, darling, einfach fabelhaft. Never know when you're going to need that slow poison. What's this one here? Armor of Faith. Cool. We'll take some of that. And, yeah, clean yourself up, darling.
What can I do?
I'll do whatever I can. The dialogue. When this came out, 2000, around 2000, 2001, I was already like 32 years old. So the dialogue has always seemed kind of to me. Oh, yes. What are you talking about, child? I'll go and see if I can find your mother. Okay, sir. Thank you. Now we go straight into the tent because it is turned back into the circus. And where's that wench at? Where'd the mum go? Ah, there she is. Legs and hands. I have hands again. I am free of this horrible place. Thank you so much. I must... Giran! I hope my son hasn't gone far. Mama's on her way. You can do that before you go into the tent. You can actually talk to the little boy. Oh, Puppy will be ever so happy. My evil party passed up the opportunity to do that one because that is way too goody two shoes. You have to remember, what are you playing? If you're playing a neutral party, it's really a lot better. You can choose, which way you want to go. You want to stay neutral. You need a balance between good and evil. So, what do they sell? Weapons, both magical and plain, stolen armor from the lairs of dragons, scrolls of sorcery, anything you need, we have. Okay. We'll go check it out. Don't even think about trying to steal something. This is a lot of fun, these things here. So, your eyes are better than mine. Do you see any salamander dust here? Just ask the storekeeper. Ribald, we're not on speaking terms. He tried to charge me 3 coppers for a bottle of pitch and a clutch of mice tails. Outrageous! I won't speak to him until he apologizes. How do you buy anything here, then? Very quietly, grumble, grumble. Now look, is it too much for an old man to ask, do you see any bloody salamander dust or not? So we could be really mean and say, way on the other side of the store, but we're a good party, so, no, I don't see anything. Titmice and tarnations. I was sure I saw some here last time. Did someone sneeze when I wasn't looking? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, grumble, 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 grumble. I'm warning you, Ribald. Keep that wyvern away from me now. Lucy won't hurt a soul, Brelm. You just mind me now. I don't like the look of it, and I don't like the smell of it, so there. That sounds like a personal problem to me. Greetings to you, good sir. I trust all is well. It is well enough, Mr. Hero. You'll not bring your Harper trouble to me doorstep, good lady. Might I remind you that my days of involvement with your kin are long over? I am not here in an official capacity, suspicious one. There is no need to worry. With your kin, there's always need to worry, but I should mind my manners. Please excuse me. Ribald Barterman, at your service. My Adventurers Mart is the finest shopping in all of Faerun. Widest selection, lowest prices, and nary a fancy illustration. Just the goods, bare and plain. Yes, I've heard this like a gazillion times over the years. Yeah. Music to my ears. There's a customer born every minute and a rube soon after. What'll it be for you today? Okay, so we have... Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot we have our bag of holding. Woohoo! So we need some identification here, ladies. Someone start identifying stuff for us. Human influence. Excellent. He's the one doing the talking. He's the one who needs the charisma. Gives him an 18 charisma. Those old cartoons where they'd smile and their teeth would gleam. I'm sorry, that's what that reminds me of. I am such a weirdo. Oh well. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Okay, let's see. We got some two-handed swords here and some bastard swords here. She's not meant to move, so we don't care that she's overburdened. Like we care anyhow. Okay. So, what else do we have here? Yes, I see the obvious answer. How much more space do you have? Enough for the scimitars, definitely. 2 scimitars coming right up. Okay, let's give him that. Whoa, he has almost no space left here. Okay, that didn't help hugely, but it did help. Protection from electricity. Hers was full. No, we took the ring away. Yeah, boy. Okay, when we sleep, they'll both be able to identify some stuff again. This is a cloud of stinking shit, or a pile of stinking manure. Close enough. You. Give the winged elf something. And he has 7 spaces. Oops, the flail needs to be given to Jaheira. She has the others. That's cool. 7 spaces. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And as I said, we don't really care that she's overweight. It doesn't really matter. And a heavy crossbow. Woohoo. So let's sell those first.
The Adventure Mart's the finest shopping in all of Fayetteville.
Yes, we are. Thank you very much.
Very a fancy illustration. Just the goods, fair and square.
See? And you hear that over and over again in the game. So you know exactly how it is that he would say it. Remember that every time you sell things, the price goes down? What you can get for them when you sell them? And of course, the longsword is not worth much to begin with. The warhammer, definitely not. I'm not even sure why I had that warhammer. That was kind of weird. We'll sell the studded leather. We'll definitely get more of that. Say that we're done for the moment. What do you have, Minsk? You have too much junk sitting on you. Ah, perfect. So we have these composite bows. If memory serves, I think we can get 15 into her inventory and then a 16th. Yep, when we move the bag. Perfect. And that's all we can get at one time. The katana we probably don't need. Short bows. Splint mail. Be honest, we will get more of that later. We will find more of all of this stuff along our way. Okay.
What can we do to make your dreams come true?
And the higher your reputation, the better the prices that you get. The lower your reputation, the worse your prices get. And I filled out a survey, by the way, from Celesta, Crown of the Magistrate. If you get the chance, go to their site and take their survey. I told them I'd like to have a game that has evil options. I'd like to have an open world. And I told them I'd like to have one with a more intelligent AI. I don't know if y'all were with me in my stream when I streamed that game and I had gone through the section. Avoiding a couple of traps, and when I did a fast travel back, it led me right over the top of both of those traps. So it was just absolutely asinine. And I detailed that for them. So what needs to be changed? Okay, now we've dumped all this stuff in here. He has a gym bag. Beautiful baby. Beautiful. Okay. There's a Rod of Resurrection, which we can't even remotely afford yet. She needs 4th level spells. Okay, this costs $420. Means that should be a 5th level. Yep. And these should be 4th level. The question is, secret word. What does secret word do? When this spell is cast, a target creature will dispel 1 spell protection of 8th level or lower. The spells that are affected by this are, well, that's actually pretty good for when we meet up against some of these stupid spellcasters who have like spell turning on them. So this will be a good one. Spell breach is 5th level as said. And the only other one they have, I mean, we could do non-detection and vocalize. Vocalize is not a bad one, but it's rarely necessary in this game. This spell conjures forth a +3 enchanted weapon that may be used by anyone. The weapon may be either a mace, an axe, a long sword, or a short sword. The weapon stays in existence for no longer than a day. That's still pretty cool. Oh, her inventory's full. Okay, so she can't afford to. I've had really, really bad luck with this game, with them learning their spells. And she can't afford to fail to learn the spells over and over again. This is what I'm talking about. For some reason, she has an intelligence of 18, and yet... Did I just say up over the top of that? I did, didn't I? Bugger me. And yet she fails to write the spells frequently. I rest my case. There should be either an 80 or 90% chance to succeed at learning the spells, but the spell failure is incredible. There we go. Well, like I said, you're going to fail every once in a while. That's understandable. Oh, we need to sell those, don't we? We should sell those scrolls. Cool. Okay, so we could buy her also, by the way. She doesn't have, I mean, she doesn't have that one. We could buy her that. We're not going to keep her for like the long run because she's basically the same as the character we already have. Except my character is less whiny. Excellent. There they are. So, we have these here. And stone skin, which is also quite nice. This is stripping something of its spell, and this is creating an enchanted weapon. Excellent, darling. These old games do take some planning, by the way. You can run through there quite brainlessly if you want to. It's just not a very highly recommended tactic, if you want to call it a tactic. Okay, so the Sword of Chaos. Here's the question. Do we need the Sword of Chaos? It's a two-handed sword. When we changed Minsk, you always have to go in and correct Minsk. They did a really piss poor job with his character. What they gave him was, they gave him two weapon style and a two-handed weapon, which makes no sense in any universe. So sometimes I change him over to where he has the two-handed weapon style with the two-handed weapon. In this case, I changed him back over into a proper ranger, okay, where he has two weapon style. That means that the Sword of Chaos is superfluous, at least for the time being. Now, let's put that on him because we're not going to sell these till later. They're worth way too much.
What can we do to make your dreams come true today?
I'd like a Ferrari, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much. Maybe a small house with a little piece of land on it. Somewhere in Cheshire. That would be great for me. And thank you for the offer. Okay, so she... Let's go back out for a second. She does not have any kind of a mage's robe on. This is the point in the game where we have to decide what we're going to do with our money. Okay, we can't move him, by the way. We can only release it and then put it back in our backpack again. You know, we could do that real quick. See, we release our familiar. And he shows up here.
Yes?
We pick our person, have her do talk, and have her talk with her familiar. So the small dragon-like creature flutters its wings happily, looking at you with almost kaleidoscopic eyes. You wish something? It awaits your attention, tail flickering. So let's pet it and play with it. Okay, the dragon coos with delight, its multicolored eyes whirling as you pat its warm leathery hide. You are very kind to me, my lady, it purrs. So, you wouldn't happen to have any advice, would you? The familiar cranes its neck back and looks up at you with slightly bewildered expression. You wish to ask me for advice, my lady? The dragon looks about quizzically before they have a typo here, before turning its multifaceted eyes back upon you. We go to the place of the poor, the slums, my lady? I do not know. So now what we can do is we can say, I want to put you, come here. I want to pick you up and put you in my backpack, in my pack where it's a bit safer. Okay? Its eyes brighten and it practically leaps into your arms, ready to be stowed amongst your belongings where it can sleep and occasionally poke out its head. Okay, so now we've got it in the proper position here. Woohoo! So now we want to contemplate a potential robe for her. Here to make one. Okay, so we were looking for her. We're not looking for her, we're looking on her behalf. A knave's robe does what? +1 versus slashing and save versus death +1. For how much? Almost all the gold we have. We'll take it. So let us put this on her. It doesn't change her armor class, as you see. This is what's affecting her armor class. And her dexterity. Dexterity, by the way, is something that everyone needs. This is what determines whether or not you're going to be able to hit something else and how easily something else can hit you. Very necessary skill. Okay, that's it. We can go through here, talk to everyone. We'll do that sometime later. It said he had a Wyram back here, right? There she is. Lucy. Let's talk to Lucy. I don't have any druids. Somewhat haughtily, Lucy turns away as you approach. Oh, the wyvern. It's not a Wyram, it's a wyvern. Ignores you. We're not good enough for the wyvern. Oh, woe is me. So, let's hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. There's a lot of other places you can go, by the way. There's another shop. You pull up the map. We should probably go visit that too, if I recall correctly, but we'll do that later in the game. The Temple of Almater, this inn, that is also like an inn type thing, the spell store. So we see several different places. Oh, an Armor Fletcher, Eng's shop. We see several different places we can actually visit here. Okay, in this place, the Ore Merchant. It's something we want to keep in the back of our mind. And I always show people this in case you haven't played this game. You can easily set your own markers here in the game. For instance, let's set one here. And let's call it not an exit. Let's make it gray or silver and done. And there it is. Okay? That's one of the things that I always thought was about this game that was great. What I often do too is I pull up my map, I decide where it is I want to go, and then tell my party to go there. The bad thing is there's no way to really move with your party. I can move to my party.
Stand back for justice.
We don't want to take a side yet in this, by the way.
Raring to go.
Maybe we will. She doesn't seem like a very good person, does she? Not sure it's going to let us. Ooh. I need a bigger sword. Oh. We might should have stayed out of that after all for the moment, shouldn't we? Okay. Magic missile. Oh, you have no more of those. That's okay. We're going to be... And we will do the slaver quest this time first because we're playing a good party, right? Oops. Cowled wizards caught me. The practice of magic without a license is forbidden in the city of Atkadla. You shall receive one warning only. Further spellcasting will result in your death. But I've seen others casting spells without repercussions. Why am I being singled out? As I said, those who are not cowled wizards or are without a proper approved license may not practice magic in this city. Licenses are subject to the approval of the cowled wizards, providing you are a responsible and sane practitioner. Well, that lets me out. Seek a representative of ours in the Council of Six building in the government district if you wish. Continue to use magic without approval and you will be labeled as a deviant and dealt with appropriately. Fail to heed this warning at your own peril. Well, bugger me, we're not going to be able to win this without magic. Yeah. We may as well just keep our nose out of it this time because we are not going to win that without magic, I promise you. Okay, let's take our quick save. Whoa, we're going to check and see, does she have a robe? Yes, she does. Wunderbar, darling, I'm fabelhaft. I'm usually really good about saving my games, so. I learned, like most of us, quite young, that it is the height of folly to fail to save your game frequently. Okay, this time we're just going to stand and watch. We don't really know who's who. We see this crazy woman in her exotic dress fighting with these people who look like thieves. No, you are not to see this yet. You have not chosen your side. When the time comes, obey. Obey, or you will join the thieves in death. Such is the will of the mistress. Okay, what are you talking about? Why are you fighting these people? Such things are not for you to know yet. When the time comes, you will know much. And if the mistress bids it, you may also live. Oh. Unclaimed gear. Ooh, and some nice stuff, too. The short swords and the leather are basically worthless, as is the dagger. I can't be bothered to carry it around. So, we're going to need to start. This is really hard for me. I know we're going to keep her, but I also know we're going to find these spells multiple times. She has that one already, yeah. She does not. We haven't slept yet. And we have the pearl necklace. This is a water opal. What's that one called? A sun black opal? Those are worth something. And this one, this Sveen gem. These are all worth something. A bloodstone amulet. And I mean worth more than the typical gem. Proclamation of Warning to all guild members. The Shadow Council itself. That word is completely superfluous. Decrees that all chapters should be on their guard against the upstart Assassins Guild usurping our membership. I've been functioning as a technical writer. I was trained as a technical writer here in Germany, and I've been functioning as such for 12 years, by the way. The lure of coin is not but bait, and it is suspected that the end of those that have defected has been most bloody. No guild can rival the Shadow Thieves, so any that claim as such must have darker motives. You have been warned of the cost of treachery. Okay. I spent a total of 20 semesters at university in America. 4 different majors, double major both times. Came to this country and they refused to acknowledge my education properly. So I had to get a new course of education to be able to work in this country, and I was retrained as a technical writer. Technically, I'm an historian, first and foremost. So, I have a beautiful classical education. Belinda of the Dale be your name. I? Yes, I am she. Oh, my heart flutters when I read proper English. What is it that you want? so attractive. So, you might be wanting information about a young lass arrested by the wizards on your arrival here, aye? Are you talking about Emmeline? What do you know about her?
Emily, aye, that be her name. Young lass made the misfortune of casting a spell or two in a city that frowns on such business. Bad timing it was. You be thinking he wants to find her then?
By the way, to all the Englishmen and the Scots who cannot stand the bad accents in this game, I feel for you. They get what we call damned Yankees doing southern accents, and it is wretched and painful. So, mine bylide, my sympathy. Yeah, of course I want to find her.
Very little myself.
I can, however, link you up with a group that knows, or can be finding out.
This be not the best place to hold such dialogue. I think the place that would suit far better. Just a short walk.
It just sounds so wrong for him to use the word dialogue, but his grammar is so atrocious.
Why not take it there now? Unless you have some reason for not wanting to come along.
His vocabulary is exemplary, but his grammar sucks. How do I know this isn't some kind of trap?
I have no interest in setting up a trap.
It'd be more profitable to serve. I will speak no more. Come with me, and you can decide whether to enter me house.
It's good to be seeing you once again.
So, I see that you were able to keep up with me all right, eh? I was afraid I'd lost you there. Okay, don't dawdle. I need to find Emmeline and make sure she's all right.
And that's what you blink. I'll tell you straight that I know a powerful group that can be helping you.
Oh, wonderful.
Find a wizard and a young woman both at hand. They can be doing far better than the
Just a second. I need to make sure Austin was not able to get out. Excuse me. Are you supposed to be bothering Uncle Achim? Does that not seem like playing with fire? What if he does get out of his cage? He will rip you apart. You need to leave him alone, okay? And come out if you want to, sweetheart. You don't have to be in your cage, but you can't terrorize Uncle Achim. Hi, morning. Okay, if they can rescue her, I'm interested. How good, but you should know that it requires my friends to cross the cowled wizards, not something that you would be able to do on your own. Okay, what is this going to cost me? It may seem to be costly, but think of the danger in crossing the cowled wizards. A fair price if you think about it. It costs 20,000 gold. Bloody. That's an outrageous sum. 'Tis a lot, but ye asked me friends to go against the wishes of the cowled wizard. I told ye it be not a thing to be done lightly. Elijah, when you're done with your breakfast, can you do me a favor and close those curtains? It is so gray outside. It's hurting my head. Okay, just tell me where she is and I'll handle the rest on my own. You might think this, but I be telling you it isn't true. Let me make sure I'll turn on my camera here because I'm conscious of the fact there's no light now, which is actually God's gift for me. Whew. What color are my headphones today, by the way? I love these headphones because you can actually change the color of them. What happened to the red? It goes from pink all the way through, so purple, blue, all the way to green. I thought that was red. We'll leave it on the lime green, sort of neon green. Okay, without my organization, there be nothing you can do. Choose then if you be wanting their help or nay. Okay, very well. Okay, you has the... Don't be stupid. I don't have that much. How am I supposed to raise such a fare? I'm sure you've spent as much in the past and will again. Surely there be work in the city for ye. Or perhaps some of your expensive goods to sell. I don't have any goods that I'm willing to part with. But where can I sell some? Coo! There be many places to sell as well as buy. Erledian upstairs is as good as any. He may have a few items you need as well, I think. Okay? Very well. Hey, Bruce will be waiting outside for you. He's my nephew, and he'll show you to the Copper Cornet. You'll find work easily enough there, you will. There was some feller named Medine looking for adventures. Don't know much about him, but he's at the government at the government district at the government building. If you're interested, farewell to you then, and give my greetings to Let. I would say Lethian, Letinen, if ye happens by him, blah, 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 blah. So, chapter 2.
And you have a albeit your new friend has assured you that passage to Imogen can be bought. Though you are certain the final tally will include much more than gold. Any help is welcome, however. While the cost may be steep, your path is clear. Finding Imogen will lead to Irenicus and answers long overdue.
Okay, so we'll play this until we clear out the slaver. We finish the slaver quest, and then we'll end this for today there. We haven't been playing very long yet, but the slaver quest will take some time.
These are the prisoners from the disturbance at Lord King's Promenade. Not with their names. The mage is John Irenicus. The girl Imogen.
Silent child will have a fool to make his judgment. Why was this man not gagged? Did he not slay 4 of you?
Yes, Mr. Close.
Regardless, in the end, he came willingly.
He's done with himself.
They are deviants, let them rot.
They didn't even get a warning. But then again, to be fair, John just started killing mages as they turned up. Johnny boy. Okay. So now we haven't gotten our warning yet from the Cowled Wizards because we reloaded. Let's go upstairs. You'll notice they use a lot of these areas over and over again in the game, which makes sense. I understand I must give you access to my wares. My sources vary, and I will not name them. But if you wish to purchase, I'm sure we can come to arrangement. Okay, let's see what you got. An excellent choice, my lord. You'll find that I offer many things not to be found elsewhere in Akadla. And if they are, you'll not find them at a lower price. In order to confirm that boast, I'd have to look around. And I'm just not that energetic at the moment. Oh, he has some nice stuff. We don't have much cash at the moment. He does admittedly, however, have some nice stuff. We could use some +1 weapons to hit some of these monsters that we come up against. The slaver one is going to be against humans, so that'll be fine. Another gym bag, which we will eventually need. We don't need yet, however. We must keep that in the back of our mind. And the fact that he has glasses of identification. So what we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs when we go out of the building, then we're going to label the building so that we remember that there's a cellar in the building with these items that we want. Okay, so that... Guard, help me, please. What's this I see? You ain't seen nothing, says the slaver guard. A sack of coin is handed to the guard. Right then, move along, citizens. Slaver guard, much obliged, soldier. Slave, what? Are you not going to uphold the law? I see no wrongdoing here. As I said, move along. No, you cannot do this. Quiet, or you'll be squished, bug. Okay. You there, by helm, please help me. I says, quiet. I doubt this man is a prisoner, Belinda of the Dale, more likely a slave, prohibitions notwithstanding, a revolting practice wherever it is carried out. I don't know if you want to get involved in this, Belinda of the Dale. From what I've heard, the slavers in the slums here are not to be trifled with, but it could be fun, I suppose. See, our evil party didn't get confronted with this for reasons that should be patently obvious. Go away. So, who's this? The slaver guard. I guess we'll try talking to him first. Get lost is none of your business. Okay, you leave me with no choice but to attack the slaver guard. Who are you? Another slaver guard. After all, we're playing a good party this time. We cannot let slavery go unpunished, since it is illegal in this land. The blessing of Helm upon you. Thank you for saving me from a life of a slave. Woohoo. Okay, so that'll be worth a little something. The rest of it is just pretty much... This place is not a friendly one. Be wary of who you deal with. Okay, I can deal with simple cutthroats and hooligans. There's no danger here. Why would anyone here... Why? What would anyone here wish of me? Perhaps not here as such, but you are still a valuable commodity. There are those that know of the children of Baal, and they may desire services from you. I do not wish to alarm, but always remember what you are, and that you may be tested from time to time. I feel it is my job to warn against such things. In the first one, I go into the gatekeeper, and I change her and Khalid's experience points, because these two are experienced adventurers that you are going to meet. They shouldn't be first level characters. It makes no sense. She's supposed to have a significant amount of experience above that which you have. That guard can be glad I didn't... Oh, before we go, let's open the map and do what I said I wanted to do. Okay, here it says Galen's house. We can make our own marking anyhow, right next to it. And we will. We'll make it green, and we will say glasses of ID. That's all we really need to note. Okay, that way we will remember. Is that the right place? It's not the right place. Up, clutch. See if we can get it there. Okay, glasses. It's one of the features that I really like about this game that other games have completely failed on, in my opinion. When you can't just make your own notes on the map, I feel that's a huge failure in a game. For what that's worth. Maybe nobody cares. Oh. Are we back by the airship? Aha, down here to the copper cornet. Otherwise, we end up back by the sphere that we will also hear about, by the way. We didn't get this as evil party either.
Shut your mouth, dwarf. As for you, I said get your stinking hide out of my way.
Keep barking, dog. Just watch that your little keeper doesn't yank your leash too hard. Oh, look. And now you've done it, blasted fool. Couldn't you see he was armed? I don't care. I'm armed. Oh, you want to fight me too, little dwarf? He's going after my thief completely. Oh. And me with inadequate healing.
Yes?
Well, then I suppose we'll just have to get the situation quickly in hand. Oh. Wrong one.
Help however I can.
I admit it is done. What is it?
I'm assuming she's already cast her spell.
Declare yourself.
Bloody hell. We got pinched. I assume I can cast the spell I already had. Already had planned. Okay. I love that they don't mind me killing people in the streets. They just object to me casting spells. You're going, okay. So I think we need to go sleep.
So murder is not a crime, but spellcasting is.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay for me to kill people in the street. Hey, it's just not okay for me to cast spells. Morgen, willst du dann zusammen was essen?
Ja.
Okay, so gib mal einen Moment bitte. Okay, folks, so my partner has turned up here, and we're going to eat together. So we're going to go ahead and end this stream here. We'll have to finish off later. I thank you for spending your time with me, and I wish you a really wonderful day.